What's up, guys? You are now partying with Fight Party KO. Come on in, let's party.
Yes, yes, yes. If you love boxing like we love boxing, you got to come party with us at Fight Party KO, baby. Boy, look. We got an excellent show. Excellent show. And I know all of y'all saw Ring 4 card last night. Don't act like you didn't when clearly you did. So we're going to talk about it. All right? It was one of the best cards of the year, if not the best card of the year. Probably one of the best cards in the last 5 years, to be honest with you.
Hold up.
Goodness
This is my
gracious.
screen.
Debo in
It's
the
me,
building.
Debo. Yeah, I'm taking over. Debo. This is my stream.
Gotta be quiet when Debo talk. You know what I'm
Took
saying?
mine in.
Right. You took mine in. Debo coming. Debo coming. Debo Dev was in the house last night. Deboing him up. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Shout out Juice God.
Man.
Full
Sheesh.
dress rehearsal. I see you over there. Debo style.
I had to, man. I had to. Devin was getting down last night.
Yeah,
We're going
man,
to
Devin
definitely
was
talk
getting down.
about what he did to Brian Norman Jr. And we got a great show for y'all. I say we just run down the whole card, man, because we man, straight action last night. We saw some great performances. Almighty, what'd you like last night?
I personally think the fight of the night was Anthony Mason versus Sam Noakes. I mean, goodness
Who?
gracious,
Anthony
of
Mason?
life. Abdullah
Anthony
Mason.
Yarde?
Yeah, Abdullah Mason, my fault. Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. I think was the fight of the night for several reasons.
Okay.
One, everybody knows Abdullah Mason is like one of my favorite fighters. Him, Boots, a few more of them, things like that. And so I wanted him to get his championship very bad. I predicted he would get the knockout of the decade. Well, no, knockout of the year is what I predicted. Didn't quite go like that. It was a very, very competitive fight. I mean, goodness gracious, shout out to you, Sam Noakes. I didn't know you was going to be that rough, that gritty. Lot of mercy. Goodness gracious, man. And the timing that Sam Noakes had was great. Now, of course, we already knew Abdullah Mason was going to come out with all his speed and power and athleticism and God's talents and all of that. But to see Sam Noakes be able to time some of it perfectly without having a reach advantage or anything like that, and was landing some perfectly timed body shots on Abdullah Mason, or just a catch.
He was.
Or just catch Abdullah Mason like posing right after a punch, because Abdullah Mason is accustomed to when he lands something big on you, most times you're going to spend at least a split second reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a body blow, most times you got to react for a second. It's a good one to the head, bam! It's like you need time to get it back together. And Sam Noakes would respond right back. And so sometimes Abdullah Mason will land, bam, bam! And that's while he's standing there, wham! It's like, oh. So a few pointers for Abdullah would be a little bit more head movement while you're in the pocket. After you throw a punch, just assume another punch is coming right back. So if it's not a good step back game, then maybe it's a good roll out game or something like that. But just start assuming, because now we're at a higher level of competition. So we have to assume these guys can take a little bit more of your punches and they're going to return them right back. Sam Noakes came to win the championship that night. But Abdullah Mason was able to like grit it out and outwork Sam Noakes, even through the fire. I mean, Abdullah kept going, man. Kept going. And I got nervous because Abdullah is only 21 years old. Is he 20, 21?
Yeah, he's young.
And so I was like, oh, man, can he handle this kind of adversity? Like, you're accustomed to dominating, but now it's like give or take. I mean, by round 6, a lot of people had Sam Noakes up on the cards in a tough, bloody battle. It was blood splattered everywhere.
Yeah, and
so
he was the aggressor, like coming forward.
Right. And so you know, it was like my child was out there almost. And I mean, I know Abdullah Mason had his real dad out there and his brothers out there, so I know they were probably more nervous than me. But I felt like he was my child out there too, and I was like, oh my God, I was going through it, man. going through it, kind of like the Falcons in overtime, just going through it, man. But
Yeah.
he came through victorious. Ah, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Abdullah Mason. You are a champion now. You earned that championship belt right there, boy. You earned
Right.
that. And Sam Noakes, you earned to be in the talks of everything lightweight. I want to see you fight every other lightweight out there. Sam Noakes, shout out to you. Debo. Oh, shit. I'll be quiet.
What fight?
I'll be talking again with Debo Lee, though.
Nah, man, it was a great fight, great action-packed fight. I like that Abdullah got some rounds in.
Yeah.
Those early knockouts, they don't necessarily develop you as much. It's good that you can get them, but those deep rounds is what really makes you ready to be a champion and defend as a champion. Right. I'm excited for lightweight division. I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay down there. It looks like Abdullah could be at 140 or even 147 at some point in his career. And I really enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed the performance from both guys. I'm excited for the lightweight division because we got Murataya versus Cruz coming up to decide who's going to get that belt. Shakur is the champion. Abdullah's the champion now, and then Tank is the other champion. So, we'll see what Tank decides to do, but there are a lot of exciting fights that could be made in that division. Abdullah showed his bag is deep. Right. I like the punches he was putting together. I like the footwork. I like that he didn't get totally reckless. I saw a lot of people criticizing him about his defense on like Twitter and stuff, but I thought he did pretty good. Sam Noakes I thought it was a win-win because Sam Noakes looked pretty tough to me, tough and durable. Even though he was cut early, he didn't get discouraged and just kept going like it didn't even happen. And even though Abdullah was catching him clean, sometimes he would come right back and respond. And conditioning was there, for both guys. I'd like to see Sam. I'm curious about Sam now.
Me too.
Because how does Sam do against William Zepeda?
I think he gets rid of Zepeda. I want to see him against somebody tougher. Maybe like a Edwin De Los Santos. I would like to see that. I would like to see him against all of them. I want to see him against.
Man, that'd be gangster. Him versus Edwin.
Right. That'd be great, man. Because they both timing specialists. They both hit hard.
Sam's timing is better than I thought it was.
Yeah, and his chin and his grit, because he was visibly hurt a few times to the body, and he stayed in there, man.
What up, DVNP?
What's up, DVNP8? Is that what it is? DVNP8? Salute. You know what I'm saying? Agree, Mason.
Yeah, he deserved to. He was ready for the stage. I agree. He deserved to be up there.
Mason proved he deserved to be on that stage. Definitely.
I love the ring walk too. That's 3-Bay.
3-Bay. Oh, okay. Hey. What's happening, 3-Bay? What's happening, folk? You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the ring walk when Abdullah came out with his brothers and his dad behind him. I don't know. I just like family in sports. Everybody supporting the mission and being on the same page and benefiting. I like how his brothers were more vocal in the corner now. They're like, Abdullah, it's so easy. You just got to jab and then slip and you box. I promise you. Like, and then they all had nobody's overpowering each other. It's like, this is them every day. He can clearly hear all the voices and they know what he be doing and his weaknesses. Like, hey, don't mess around and get caught like you've been doing, you know what I mean, or whatever. And I ain't trying to say that in a negative way. I just mean like I like the family synergy. Sam Noakes had a lot of support in the crowd. Whenever he did anything, the crowd got loud. Right. I was like, okay, agreed. His family, he definitely has some representation. Turkey, man, great fight to start the main card off. Good title fight too.
Definitely. You had what White Magic right before Abdullah Mason. Um,
Yeah.
and the build up, let's say during the press conference, you had some good sparks flying over it on that. But Milnicki went on ahead and showed him it's levels to this, sir. Let me go ahead and
It's
show it to
levels.
you real quick. Much quicker jab, much just better hand speed, better foot feints, better feet, uh, better everything. It wasn't even close in my opinion.
Mm.
Um, yeah, at all. I mean, Milnicki, you did your thing. You ready for the next level? Go ahead and fight somebody tougher with a bigger name. Um, that fight, Milnicki showed us his promise. Abdullah Mason and that Sam Noakes was a drama show. Shout out. Then you had it was Devin right after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Devin and no, like that card was stacked, man.
Stat.
Um, to the point to where after the Devin and Brian fight, I damn near thought the whole card was over with. I thought that was the main event, but then I was, oh, that's right, we got Benavidez and Yard next. And then Benavidez came in there and he did his thing. He said, I am the A side of the main event. So let me show y'all what I can do. And look what I can do. And he went on ahead and showed that monster again, man. And he has so many sides to the monster. It's a calculated, ferocious monster that David Benavidez would put out. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that fight too. But I just wanted to shout out all the fights that was on that main card there. And it was a great card.
Absolutely.
The
Great
only
card.
problem with that card is it was at what 4 or 5 in the morning over there in Saudi, and it's
And
no
that
women.
energy showed.
Right, it's no women and there's no alcohol. The time was wrong. No fire, no energy. Carbon, my man. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have started smoking. I would have had my lighter. I would have had my fire. I didn't know. I didn't know. And so that was the only thing. Like you saw Conor Ben out there, he was asleep. You saw Turkey out, he had the deep dark glasses on. He out there asleep, then the crowd go, wah! And Turkey's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, that was the only thing that was missing was a liver crowd, and I'm sure like the ambiance would have been so strong if that fight was in Las Vegas. I'm just
Right.
saying, think about all those stars in Las Vegas. That would have been amazing in
Nah,
any
facts.
major state in the United States. It could have been in Miami and been amazing. It could have been in California, New York, been amazing. Atlanta and been amazing. But I mean, that was a star-studded crowd, and I just hate that those stars got wasted on an empty universe like that. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
do
saying?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it it's a challenge to get boxing going. What is the right strategy? Because we can't say the old methods have been working.
Mm-hmm.
The old method, it's not even on TV right now. Top Rank got dropped from ESPN, or they're not working with ESPN anymore.
Right.
What channel does where do you go to watch boxing?
Correct.
It's pay-per-view only. That's not really how you
Mm-hmm.
get casuals involved. And even
Right.
like if I'm running a sports bar or something, that's complicated. If you got 18 TVs
Mm-hmm.
and getting how much does it cost to do a pay-per-view? It's like, man, I'll just show college football or NFL or
Right.
NBA,
Exactly.
hockey, shoot.
I
So
agree with that.
yeah, it's hard to grow the sport of boxing. I like the US times are pretty decent for the
Mm-hmm.
events. It was a US led card in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
especially for the main event.
Correct.
Like 5 out of 8 out of the last 4 fights were Americans. So,
Yeah. Right.
they definitely carried the event, but boxing in America, it's just not the most popular sport,
Correct. And they're trying to bring in like different hosts and stuff like that.
Antonio.
Antonio, my G, what's happening, big dog? You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
They're trying to like bring in different sports hosts and things like that. Like they're bringing in retired athletes and things like that. But I want them to bring in some athletes who know more about boxing. Like they had Malik Scott on there trying to interview as well, and he
I
was,
kind of like Malik.
he was polished with his words, but he didn't really know but so much. Like he made a general statement with Conor Ben when they asked Conor Ben, like, so okay, what weight do you think he should be at? Well, the way he fought in a way to where he could fight at any of the weight classes, and it was kind of like a general answer, like, okay, you don't know nothing about it like that. Maybe you do, but you know what I'm saying? That was way too generalized on that specific question, especially after Conor put on a big performance like that, and you got so many names to call out in all of those divisions, and you just kind of generalize it. I was like, I felt like when LaShawn McCoy be on the panel, he just asks a general question. So does he hit
Yeah.
hard? You know what I'm saying? Like
he be trying, but he's just not on the level of Mike Coppinger and Max Kellerman as
right
far
at
as
all,
depth. Yeah.
at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Antonio in the building. We see you, big dog. So
Yes,
y'all know
sir.
I'm happy. Y'all know I'm a Dev fan, and my boy showed out. I hate. I'm a Dev
Oh
fan
yeah,
too,
we got
Antonio. But ATL, ho. So I had to represent for ATL, man. All right.
had to.
And Brian was, knocking people out, making them lose memory for 6 weeks. I'm just saying, big dog. So I had to root for Brian. But
Yeah.
I didn't have any problem
Real
with Dev. Most times, if
real
Dev
real
fighting, I'm
quick.
mostly voting for. Yeah.
Real quick before we get into Dev, because we're gonna get into Dev next.
Okay. Bet.
Abdullah Mason's weaknesses. Do you think that he could be a good champion? What does he need to work on? Do you see him being able to defend against like an Andy Cruz or something like that?
I think he needs slicker defense. He was a little stiff with his shooting count with his counters and shooting. Like I said, he stood there and posed a little bit too long after he would throw a punch. He's standing right there in no man's land,
Mm.
and would get hit a little too easy right in there. Um, I want a few more foot feints and a little bit more fluidity out of his movements. Maybe take a dance class or something like that. But we need a little bit more fluidity. It seemed like he stiffened up and was like, okay, I know I'm fast, I know I'm strong, and just kept that mentality. Well, loosen up a little bit. Coach, you got to coach Lowe him up. Like Coach Lowe was one of the most fluid and athletic style boxers that was out there, and I need him to take a little bit more of a page from Coach Lowe. Um,
Okay.
like I say, once you throw that and you know you're still in no man's land or you're in the pocket, you got to move that head somewhere. Don't just boom, boom, you right there like, yeah, I know that hurt. Mm-mm. Move around a little bit. Like I said, you might have to roll out of there so you don't get hit by the hook. You might have to slip out so you don't get hit with a straight hand or something like that. Or your step back game needs to be extreme. Kind of like Devin Haney and Shakur's step back game. They get
Oh,
all
they
the way
be
out of
out of there.
range. And you know what I'm saying? And with that step back game, you might want to do a retreating jab on the way out just to get out of there safely. Especially since you got the same reach as like a Terrence Crawford. You got them gorilla arms. It's a
Hmm.
gorilla, la, 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 la. You know what I'm saying? So it's like reach out, touching, then reach out and get out of there safely. Things like that. Um, okay, yeah, Antonio, so I get the ATL love. Yeah, you feel me? He needs to spend some time with Floyd. Yeah, I agree. He needs to spend some time with Floyd. He maybe some time with Lomachenko camp. Spend some
Mm.
time.
That'd be good.
Yeah, maybe over there with Bam Rodriguez camp. Bam Rodriguez, that's who I was missing. I knew it was another fight that had missed out. Bam Rodriguez, boy, he fight like he. Hey, I agree with Shakur Stevenson. Is that man half black? Like he is so slick and fluid. And so I think Abdullah Mason
Yeah,
needs a little bit
he's
more of
slick.
that slick, fluid movement like that, man. And that'll help him out. He at the heart. Um, he got hit a few times. He was bleeding a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And he stayed with the fight, man. He didn't cower out of it. He stayed in. And so I give him that. I give him that.
And
That right there is very important. So just work on the slickness now.
yeah, and Sam got the strength, so we know Abdullah can take a punch.
Mm-hmm.
How you think Abdullah would fare against somebody like Shakur or Tank?
Like with Tank, he's gonna need a little bit more clipper oil on his movements. And like he's gonna have to be a little slicker with his movements because Tank is a timing specialist. And but that
Whew.
reach and speed and power will give Tank some issues. That
Yeah.
reach, speed, power will give Tank some issues. But Tank is so calculated with his counter punches and he's so fluid with his movements to where I don't know, Tank might catch him on something like that. If Abdullah's reach, speed, power doesn't do it, Because like I said, I think he needs a little bit more clipper oil, some WD-40 on his neck or something like that, maybe on his waist so he can get a little bit more fluid. Even his feet need to be a little bit more fluid. They were fast, but they were
They're
just a little too
fast.
stiff. Yeah, they fast, just stiff.
And it's just levels to all this, like levels to the footwork. I've been
Right.
noticing that, especially in the lighter weight classes, like Bam's footwork. We gonna get to Bam, but Bam is so it's like there's nothing that can be improved. When I see him pivoting and
Oh my gosh.
shifting weight, it's just whatever he's trying to set up and work defense, offense, he gonna do it, and he transitions both so smooth. I see the potential in Abdullah, though. I feel like he has everything in place to even develop that over time. Like, you always become a better boxer when you're the champion. And I think that him defending his titles now, that'll help him improve. And I just think the sky's the limit with him. And I could see him defending and really doing big things at lightweight. And it's kind of interesting because he is signed to Jay Prince along with Keyshawn, so we probably won't see that fight.
And Shakur.
Yeah, and Shakur. Did I not say Shakur?
I don't know. I heard you say Keyshawn.
I was thinking it. That's why I asked. But yeah. So unfortunately, we're probably not going to get that matchup. But I don't think that necessarily needs to happen right now, anyway.
No, but you just want to know that it can happen.
I don't know. When you start looking at those other champions, it gets kind of scary because Murataya, Andy Cruz winner, that ain't no easy fight.
Oh no,
that ain't. Yeah,
Lightweight
Andy Cruz is like
right
very. Andy Cruz is like a super scary dark horse, in my opinion. He has a little too much.
Make it look easy.
Like 8 pro fights? He has way too much experience. Pro fights. That ain't a Jake Paul with 8 pro fights. That's a he
like
fought
Lomachenko.
Like Loma. And then he's been with Bozy in Philly, learning how to sit down on his shots. He came a long way from the Olympics. So he was in the Olympics, amateur. Like, come on, man.
That's somebody else Abdullah Mason could learn from. The Ennis camp.
Yeah,
he can learn from the Ennis camp too.
But look, I could see. I don't know that. Well, we already heard Abdullah say he's not with all that boxing brother stuff. He said he got his real brothers, but he'll fight anybody. What are the chances he leaves Jay Prince and goes with another camp so he could fight Keyshawn and Shakur?
It will probably be maybe a year or two down the road. But don't forget, Abdullah was on the undercard for Keyshawn fight where Keyshawn just self-destructed. And in that press conference, Keyshawn was kind of implying like, hey, you trying to be up here with the big dogs, then we next then after this. So that fight might be able to come a little sooner than later. It just depends on how Jay Prince is trying to market everybody, how much money he's trying to eat off of everyone right now. But if Turkey put up a big enough bag and say, hey, Jay Prince, I got a little something for you too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pinch a Nick up out his dub, give you that. I'm going to pinch a Nick up out his dub, give you that, Jay Prince. Can we fight?
Yeah, he already be working with Shakur. So
yeah, I hear you, Antonio. He can stay with Jay Prince and still fight them boys, but it's just the fact that will they want to fight him because they too brotherly. You know what I mean? Yeah, like we had a response from who responded was like, but they brothers. Somebody responded on our who was it? Was from Terrence Crawford's camp?
Bernie the boxer.
Bernie the boxer, yeah, that's right. Bernie the boxer was fun, but they brothers. I was like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. If they brothers and this is their profession, make money together. Why are you even doing this sport? This is your career, and this is your brother. You like him? Hey, well, let's make a lot of money then, right quick. How about that? You're getting hit in the face anyway. So I mean, I'm just saying, get hit in the face by your brother, and y'all make a lot of money. A Keyshawn Davis versus Shakur fight is big money. Shakur versus Abdullah Mason, big money. Abdullah Mason versus Keyshawn, big money. Abdullah Mason versus Shakur, big money. And this is what y'all do for a living. So it's like, break bread and then be best friends again after y'all finish breaking bread. See who got the best Rolls Royce, who got the best Lamborghini afterwards, who bought the most houses, who got the most Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something like that afterwards. I'm just saying, man. if he start popping shit, they're gonna have to respond. Hey, I like that, Antonio. Antonio will poke the bear.
Yeah.
Antonio will keep poking the bear and make him do something. I like that. Yeah. And then that's another thing. Keyshawn and Shakur started getting a little beef going right before Keyshawn self-destructed. They started talking about something. Hey, I ain't scared of smoke. Maybe it's got to happen then. So hopefully, because they're probably the best lightweights, them and Tank. But Tank don't want to fight nobody.
Well, it's Keyshawn 140.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Keyshawn had to move
I
up.
just see Abdullah moving up.
But Shakur is about to move up to fight Tio. If that comes through, if that fight comes through. And then I can definitely see Abdullah going up to 140.
But I don't think Shakur giving up his belt.
Right, and Abdullah's young enough to keep making weight for a little bit more. So he might just sit and reign at 135 for a second and call out Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But if Tank don't fight Abdullah, then go ahead and sit down and retire Tank. Because goodness gracious,
he may just need to retire for like 2 years and then come back or something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. You know what I mean? Especially if it's causing you to do bad things outside the ring. Whatever's happening in your life, it's cool to get right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Get your life together, Tank. Get your life together.
But man, another big fight on the card. Everybody was talking about in the build up, man. Debo Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. kind of stole the show in the press conferences and the build up, all the trash talk between the sons, the dads, Bill Haney, Brian Norman Sr., and all of that resulted in Devin Haney dominating first half of the fight. He was Debo Devin. Second half, he was the make you have sweet dreams Devin, kind of putting you to sleep. But either way, he was effective. Almighty, what do you think about this fight, man?
I think it proved a lot for Devin. Devin had a lot to prove. Can you stand there and fight with a big puncher and you're moving up to 147 after we saw you dribbled off the canvas by Ryan Garcia? We saw you run around the ring against Ramirez like you were scared to get hit, things like that. So now you had to prove yourself, Devin. And what did Devin do? Devin put on his Debo shirt and came out there, and I mean, in second round, wow! I mean, Brian was hurt. Like if there was a little bit more time in that round, it probably would have been a wrap in the second round. He was hurt. So can Dev punch? Yeah. You see, every time he moves up, he puts somebody on the mat. He's not as dehydrated. He got a little bit more fluid in the system. He's allowed to eat a little bit more. Now he can work on the actual craft during fight camp versus just trying to lose weight. That makes a huge difference. Huge difference.
He looked big.
Antonio said that was the fight of the night for him. I still think it was Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes was the fight of the night. But the most anticipated fight to watch was probably Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. I give you that. He said Dev has a different plan for every fighter. He doesn't fight. And I hear you. But that Ramirez plan was a shitty plan. I mean, it was Boo Boo and TT mixed.
It was very safe. That game plan was very safe. Like, hey, make sure you don't get dropped.
Right. But yeah, what do you think about it?
I thought Devin did great. He did what he said he was gonna do, and he showed that there was levels. I was surprised that it was that big of a gap. I thought Brian Norman Jr. was going to be able to find a way to inflict some pain on Devin and find ways to land and set traps, but he couldn't. And I know that him getting hurt early with that shot, well, really the combo in the second round, because Devin set it up with a hook before that, or it was he set that shot up nice that sat Brian Norman down. And it looked like Norman was hurt. I mean, obviously he was able to keep fighting and recover, but sometimes you just knocked off, like you're a little woozy and gun shy after, you got surprised, because it was kind of like a flash knockdown. It wasn't like Devin was like beating him up before that. But it was effective work that Devin landed, and I don't think Brian could really get back right after that. You know,
Not just that,
but
but he was damaged.
he was
Go ahead, I'm
damaged.
sorry.
Yeah, visibly damaged. We were thinking his nose was broken, and you could see bruising on his face. That eye was closing up. You know, that's a lot. And then even Bill Haney referred to this at the post-fight press conference. He was like, the Normans got here too late. He was like, we were already sparring at 4 a.m. in Saudi Arabia on like November 2nd. He was like, they got here way too late. That's why he looked like that. He couldn't get his timing right. He couldn't adjust in the ring. He everything was just off because he was still adjusting to being in Saudi Arabia. That's why he looked like that. And I was like, dang, that could be a very good explanation. Because I'm like, the gap between them shouldn't be like this wide, right?
I think by the fact that Brian Norman is also very young, and that's the first time he got hit like that, and it seemed like his nose was broke. So it's like you're that young, haven't been through that type, like you've been able to dog some fights out while you still had all your health. And it was like, all right, let me dog this fight out. Oh, he gave me a good shot here, boom. Hit me in my body there, boom. Hit me here, boom. Okay, I'm still fighting. But second round is the biggest fight of your life, and then all of a sudden, the guy who's considered to be the weak guy, Edward Pillow Hands, cracks you in your nose, and then it's like, oh my God, I can't breathe through my nose now. And it's still like 10 more rounds to go. And Devin looking at you like, yeah, you're on the ground. You're on the ground. Like, it can be a little daunting. And so Brian seemed like that was like tough. He had, like I say, peanut butter, oatmeal, cement, and Elmer's glue on his feet. And he just couldn't move. Like the difference in
hold on. He had what on his feet?
He had peanut butter, oatmeal, and Elmer's glue mixed. You know what I'm saying? And it was just on his feet. And he just couldn't move like Devin could move. And it seemed like, damn, what is going on with you, boy? You know?
Devin was moving, boy.
Right.
If you weren't ready to move, that is the wrong opponent for you, because Devin is gonna move as much as he wants to. He's I think mentality wise, he kind of thinking like Shakur, like, hey, I ain't getting hit, bro. You're gonna have to do a lot of work to hit me.
But it was like strategic movement on Devin's part. It might have been just a quick one step back and then a right here to counter your punk. I mean, like out, boom, right back in. That not like he was doing with Ramirez footwork.
No,
just that perfectly timed. I'm setting up these counter shots type of footwork, and
to jump out of the way of jabs.
Right, exactly.
Like jumping straight back, but you're lunging so far back, you're just clearing the jab. That is like, you had to be drilling that like crazy.
And I think the jab is something that Devin took away from Brian, because I saw Brian working on a good strong jab in camp a lot. And then it seems like he took that away in the second round. Oh, you want a jab? Let me show you this. Boom, look at your nose. Right. Pick your nose up, sir. Pick your nose up. You
may need that.
Right. You're bleeding, sir. And so you got to deal with that mentally. And you're young. And Devin looking at you. And y'all been talking trash. And you're like, I got to do this for my father. Father, what do I do? You know what I'm saying?
He said, hey, get right.
Right. Right. There ain't no instructions. What do you mean? Right. Just tell me to tighten up. What I gotta do?
But you understand. What's up?
Okay, we got another one. Ecom in the building. Oh,
Ecom.
It's a lady. All right, I know you, Ecom. I know you. What's happening? Appreciate you chiming in real quick.
Man, yeah, Dev was popping that jab, boy. When it landed, and it was like a shell shot, like
right,
like not a friendly jab at all. Back. And you could see Norman's eye after the fight. He like Popeye, like, yeah, you know, hey, that's what I was expecting. He just caught me.
Like one of them garbage pail kids. The cars used to collect a long time ago, and they just be off. Yeah, but he looked like Martin after Tommy Hearns.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
that piston power
like
jab.
Like that Crawford versus Spence jab. Crawford was popping, or that Charlo jab.
That Charlo jab, yeah. And the thing is they stepping into it and driving off of that back leg. So they're using a lot of that back leg power with a good, quick, stiff shoulder release on that jab. And it's a power jab. And you make sure you squeeze that fist tight, hit with those knuckles. Wham! You're stepping into it like that, it's a power jab. And a lot of people don't know what to do with it. And especially if you don't move at the same speed as these other people doing it who got a power jab.
Facts.
So Brian Norman just couldn't catch up. And it seemed like he was thinking about everything. He was trying. He didn't give up. He kept trying. But he'll lunge in with one of those big Captain Caveman hooks and will miss everything. And Devin just stepped back real quick like, bruh, pip, pip. And then he would dive in again. And sometimes he would dive in and Devin Haney would take a quick step forward to smother the action. So Devin was so calculated with his feet and his IQ. Like, all right, I'm going to go back and wait for you to do your little lunging in, and then I'm going to just kind of step in forward. Now your punch went around me, and now I'm hugging you, and now I'm going to spin you out of here. I was like, good job, Devin. Devin was like, no, I'm going to come out of this thing, and we're going to the club, player, right after this. No damage over here. No damage over here. You know what I'm saying? Let's play a little game of blackjack. Who on the roulette table? Oh, no, that was in Saudi Arabia, so I don't, no, damn, I keep thinking fights like this be in Vegas. So what do you do after you celebrate? What do you do to celebrating in Saudi Arabia? You know what I'm saying? And it was about 6 in the morning. You know, right? Just get on the plane and go back to America ASAP. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, everybody there going to sleep.
Going to sleep.
They already sleep.
Yeah, they were already asleep, right?
Yeah, and man, some of them went home before the last fight.
Yeah, the stands were empty. After Devin did his thing, they got out of there.
Yeah.
So it was like Devin was the real. So that's another thing. Devin also showed that he's the real star. That was Devin's card. More so than Benavidez's card, in my opinion.
You think?
And I don't know. Talk was about Devin and Brian Norman leading up to the whole thing, and then people left after Devin and Brian Norman.
I feel like, I mean, I think your argument is legit that Devin and Brian, that was the best fight as far as like the buildup and the hype. I think Benavidez is a star in his own right. I think that if he had definitely. If he was fighting like Bivol or Better Biev or Canelo, then that would just trump, Devin and Brian's fight. I think the dance partner, I think he was such a massive favorite. It didn't have the hype,
But with all those stars on that card, and the fight that most people wanted to see was Devin and Brian. I'm just saying, that says something. And knowing
I agree, I like that fight the most on the card.
Everybody saw you fought Regis. Everybody saw you fight.
I always tune in to watch Devin fight.
Yeah, Devin has had the bigger fights. Period.
His last 5 fights have been in
huge
demand.
Fights. Yeah, except for the Ramirez fight, but other than that, yeah, he's had huge fights, man.
If he's fighting Tank, game over, or Boots. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. He's still
that's it. Exactly. That's the lead right there.
Exactly.
And see, man, look, American fighters, y'all gotta fight each other. That's how we get boxing popping in America. Y'all gotta fight each other.
Because look at something last night, Juice, about Shakur should have took the small bag and bet on himself
25%
all the belts.
Yeah,
and he thought he was Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, and he still may end up being undisputed. But that path was going to be a lot easier.
A lot easier because now
and then he may have got a Tank fight because if there was an undisputed lightweight champion, Tank may have took that, especially if he thought he could beat him.
Right. So for Shakur to become undisputed, he got to go through Tank, Abdullah Mason,
and Andy Cruz or Raymond
Moritar. Yeah, man.
So
yeah,
that's a tough road. And then look, his next fight is at 140, and he only fights twice a year. So that opportunity isn't going to happen again.
Antonio said, "I got Dev beating Shakur."
I think Dev's too big now.
I think so. Yeah, he's just way too big.
Because he was probably just stunting his growth to make 135. He yeah, 135 is a doggone shame for him, because that man, he gonna be at 154. He's huge.
Dev is definitely gonna be at 154 within a year or two.
He's huge because he's still shredded, but he's like, and they're so on point with how they got the chef and nutritionist and all that over there. They got the snack science. They got all the supplements. You could even see, like, when Norman made the weight cut versus Devin, their body composition, because it's like they both made the same weight, but you could see Devin, the supplement game, the meals, it's all calculations and exact measurements. You know, I think the Norman can't. They just doing things right. You know what I mean? Eating healthy.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I can't quite put it into words, but I think you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Like that, like the Haney can't. They may be spending $700,000 a year on nutrition and supplements, and you know what I mean.
Right, heart rate monitors. Like they training like how Drago was. You know what I mean? He had all the extra tech to help him out. Snack programs, all the isobaric chambers and all that. And, you know what I mean? He got all that. He on a treadmill with a whole bunch of heart monitors and brain monitors on while he's running. Whereas, Brian Norman Jr. doing it Rocky style. Right. He got to push a car up the hill.
Right.
He doing that.
Bill Haney, he even made a reference in the post-fight press conference. He was like, We've been all around the world working with the best people, learning from this, that. They just been in the garage with it, and it's like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, but hey, if you get sometimes you got to help you and get your thing off the ground. You don't need to necessarily shell out a whole bunch of money just to start boxing. Like, hey, get to work. You know what I mean? Get in the garage. You can get good in the garage.
Who should Brian Norman Jr. fight next?
He should recover, and I mean he's still in the mix for the championship picture, in my opinion. If he can get a title fight next, cool. I wouldn't mind him against any of those other guys.
Him against Barrios.
Barrios is the magic man, or the magic matchmaker at 147. I don't know the right term, but because every fight with him is good, like, and I feel the same way about Fabio Wardley at heavyweight. Like, whoever you put him up against, it's interesting.
Look at what Antonio put. Rolly, that would be fire.
I kind of want Devin to fight Rolly.
I want to see Brian.
But I like Brian Norman versus Rolly. That and the I really love the matchup. I just kind of want Brian to get his confidence all the way back so he can be talking right in the press. I don't want him to get out talked by Rolly. I don't want Brian to be humble after getting beat by Devin. He may need a comeback fight. I think he was saying he needs a homecoming fight next. So hopefully he gets a big fight in Atlanta. But I love that, man. Can you imagine all the trash talking, especially Rolly, champion Rolly? Man, come on, that'd be good. And stylistically,
man, it'll be good. Yeah, stylistically,
Rolly,
be great.
Rolly ain't doing what Devin was doing. Devin, that seemed hard to beat to me. Devin seemed hard to beat. And how good Devin is at clinching.
Yeah.
Man, what we seen last night, I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think Rolly's a tune-up for Brian Norman.
Not no more.
Because Brian, his feet got to get a little bit more fluid. He need a little bit more foot loose or something. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think that's a very good matchup.
And the head something about Brian Norman's head movement didn't look right to me.
It wasn't. It seemed like he just couldn't get over the fact that he broke my nose, man. Like he couldn't get. It seemed like he couldn't get over it. So his timing was off. Either his timing was off or Devin Haney's timing was just like great,
superb.
Yeah.
But that that's what happens when you take on tough fights and all the opponents you fight are real. You get better and you learn better. Like taking a unnecessary risky fight, and Ryan, somebody who already knows your style, you get embarrassed on the big stage, you learn.
Yeah.
You learn. Devin ain't had no weak fight since he became undisputed. I mean, you could count. Hold on.
He had movement, didn't make the fight. I didn't.
He left that in
still
Atlanta.
On the plane. Right. He was still in Atlanta airport. in the Delta Sky Mile section.
Yeah.
In the Sky Club. Still drinking.
Yeah, he just looks
We got
stiff.
a big fight, y'all. Coming up.
He looks stiff, especially compared to his other fights. But if you get shocked, man, it could just throw you off, especially that early.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody was expecting that. Nobody was expecting that. Maybe just the Haney camp.
Yeah. He learn from it.
Who else at 147? I mean, Conor Ben. I don't mind. Conor Ben.
Conor Ben versus Rolly or Brian Norman Jr. would be great. I might give Conor Ben the edge on both of those. To be honest with you, I think Conor beats both of them. Now, if he fights Brian, I'm gonna be ATL Ho again. But I'm a big fan of Conor Ben.
I'm not even ruling Brian Norman out. I mean, shoot, Devin been undisputed before and defended and beat Loma, and he been fighting champions, so he ain't no scrub. It's just the court of public opinion that makes it seem like a fighter is weak now. Like Devin lost to somebody who didn't make weight and was on PEDs.
Right.
That's his only pro loss. I mean, some people want to say that Loma beat him.
There was a slight lag in your video, video audio. It was slight old school kung fu. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Offended my family.
But yeah, he ain't no scrub.
At all. Yeah, Dev got the best resume in boxing outside of Canelo and Bud. In my opinion, it might be better than Canelo's based on when Canelo fought all his tough competition. Canelo fought that tough competition actually when they were either old in the tooth or they just came off of a big fight or something like that, and they were still old in the tooth coming off a big fight. Mayweather and Pacquiao probably already beat them 10 years before. So a lot of the names on Canelo's resume, they were old and washed up, and everything was in Canelo's bag as far as all the stipulations, weight drains, and rehydration clauses, all that. Devin fought everyone at their best for the most part. Lomachenko might have been a little bit older, but he was still the man.
Not Ramirez, though.
Yeah, not Ramirez. So, okay, not Ramirez. But
yeah, pretty much everybody else. Norman.
Yeah.
Norman. Yeah. That's Saudi. That traveling. But I can't even say that because they traveled to Japan.
But Norman was
traveled
the man,
good.
He was the toughest guy at 147. Just put somebody.
No, I'm just talking strictly travel. Strictly travel. Like,
okay,
I'm talking about how the travel could mess him up going to Saudi Arabia trying to adjust. But they traveled to Japan fine, so I can't even say that.
Right. He said everybody since Gamboa. I hear you. Like Devin been fighting. Kambosos may have been one of the weaker links, but he was the undisputed champion at the time.
Undisputed.
And so it's like, And he just beat Tio. Like Kambosos was coming off of beating Teofimo Lopez. Then Devin has to go out there through all the odds. They didn't even want him out there, his family out there, I will say. And Devin went out there and took a very low contract, a very small contract, Shakur, and bet on himself. And then had to do a rematch again with a very low contract and did it. And now Devin is riding high, man. That's why you got him over everybody. I hear you, man. Devin put in the work, man. Devin got all the experience.
He put in the work.
Yeah, Teofimo got a good resume too. So I would still like to see Devin and Teofimo fight. They're a little bit closer in weight.
I don't know if we're going to get it because they had the opportunity to do that. Something with Tio, I feel like Tio's team in the negotiations, there's something that makes a lot of fights not go through.
Right. I think now.
Where is the announcement for Shakur and Tio?
I'm looking for it right now.
Have you?
Let me see. I'm looking for it.
Anybody seen that?
I'm looking right now.
Because that's supposed to be in like 60 days, right?
Let me check in my couch seats. It might be in there.
Because normally that's when the announcement.
Not on that side.
That's where the announcement gets lost, right? In the couch.
Right.
Because sometimes it can slip down in there.
Maybe it's on my pool table. Oh no, I don't see it over there either. You see a contract or anything on my pool? I don't see it either. I don't see any announcement. I don't see a billboard, nothing like that. I don't see it. I mean, I just hear people saying, "Oh, Shakur supposed to be fighting Tio," but everyone's like supposed to be. You know, like, oh, if Tio gets this fight with Shakur, but it's no official announcement.
Yeah, I was planning to fight Shakur in January. Right.
Exactly. Now, at the time, I will give Tio this. At the time, Devin stunk up the place with that Ramirez fight, and Tio had the best performance of the night for that Times Square fight. And Devin seemed like he will just beat you on points and run around the ring the whole time. So I can understand no one wanting to fight him right then. Devin, you look like you're scared to get hit since that Ryan fight, and you just running, and all you're going to do is just try to hit me and outpoint me, and it's going to be an amateur fight, and I got to run around the ring. I can understand not wanting to fight him right then. But now Devin is like, okay, y'all put this no running rule in because of me. Now I got to go on.
He responded well to it.
He responded well. And so now it might be a little bit more of a buzz to fight Devin now.
So if Ryan can beat Barrios,
the guy,
then that's a good case for a rematch. Because now Devin's stock is back up.
Mm-hmm.
So if Ryan does good against Barrios and becomes champion, then you got unification rematch. Now the Devin versus Ryan rematch makes sense and has interest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think it goes the same way? Do you think Devin?
I think Devin wins. I think Devin wins. I think he
thought that the first time too, boy.
I think he'll kind of be like last night. Ryan probably do a little more, but it'll be like last night. We just seen
that
Ryan,
last time.
Look, we just seen Ryan not respond well after he got hit and dropped.
True. But we thought that last time, Antonio, because Devin was coming off of a great win against Regis Prograis.
But look. Last time Ryan didn't make weight and he was on PEDs. Making weight is hard.
It is hard, very hard,
and especially if you're making weight and they're not. And 3 pounds,
the making weight part, you know. And Devin came in looking like Skeletor, and Ryan was drinking the beer on stage. You're right.
And the PEDs.
Yeah.
Then PD, look, not to take the show too far left, but we just seen Matias get caught for using Ostarine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matias also killed one of his opponents in the ring. And it's like, when you look at, is that enough to make you kill your opponent? You know, like you have to wonder these things. So it's like Devin getting tough. We ain't never seen Devin getting knocked around like that. And then the guy was on PEDs and he didn't make weight. I'm talking facts, not conjecture, speculation, facts. So
I feel you on that.
You know,
I do feel.
And it looks like Devin got his confidence back. And he hold on. He Debo
Dev now. Debo Dev.
None of that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Debo Dev.
Man,
he run the
dress. Juice, you dress perfect for the Debo Dev episode. What you got on my 40, homie? Face ass.
Yeah, man.
We got about $200, didn't we, Debo? I got about $200. Hey, man, shout out to Fridays, man. I don't think more quotes came out of any other movie than Fridays, so that's great. But yeah, man, Dev is definitely the man right now. Dev was a standout last night. That Bam,
Bam.
did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I need some Mexican music right quick. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey. 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 Shout out Bam Rodriguez. Ah! Bam, you showed out. Bam, you are now in my top 3 favorite fighters to watch, Bam. All right? You still got that good Mexican heart, Bam. You know what I'm saying? And you slick with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you drank a cup of liquid Molly or something, like motor oil. You was into this slick. I'm just saying, like, you walking forward, you applying pressure and just calm, slick, bam. How you applying pressure and being a counterpuncher at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like, Bam, you're great, sir. I don't know if you know how great you are. You just had a baby come out. Your wife went into labor. You couldn't even show up for the open workouts. You had a lot of stuff on your mind. You flew over there to Saudi Arabia, been over there for a while. You had a lot on your mind, Bam. Didn't phase you at all, Bam. You know what I'm saying? And you look gifted in there. Like, you got power. You got fire. You got energy. You got motor oil. You're slick. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you used to date a black chick and you was around some of her friends and all that too. Then y'all went play basketball together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe Bam could probably play basketball too. You know what I'm saying?
He probably could. He probably crossed you up.
Right. He just so fluid with his movements, man. His slip counters, his roll counters, how he was spinning them around the ring and all that. His footwork. He'd be right here, fake this way, and then all of a sudden he over here. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Just hit you with it real quick. So Bam is the perfect name because they don't even know when they're getting hit. They right there in your face, Bam. Next thing you know, you done did the Lomachenko Matrix on them, and you over here.
Right.
Bam! What's my name? Then you back over here. Bam! What's my name, ho? Then you back over here. Bam! What's my name? You know what I'm saying? Bam! We got it. That's your name. Bam Rodriguez. Salute to you, sir. So now you're up there with my favorites with Boots and Abdullah Mason. You took Abdullah Mason's spot, Bam. You now in second spot, man. Bam, you did that. I appreciate that. Yeah, Bam number 2 for my favorites right now. Bam is number 2. I got Boots, then I got Bam, then maybe Mason. Yeah, then Conor Ben. No, Terrence Crawford, then Conor Ben. As far as my favorites to watch. We're talking about favorites to watch, okay? Not just who's the best pound for pound, but my favorites to watch. Yeah, we got Boots, Bam. I still like Mason. I still like you, Mason, and you're a champion now. You gritted it out.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. Very fun to watch. Terrence Crawford, Conor Ben. That was my top 5 right there. So, Bam, we
Crawford is
you.
fun.
Yeah, Crawford's definitely
fun.
fun.
Sure.
Yeah, so we salute you, Bam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come off like a little baby assassin with your little baby face. And then you out here throwing bombs. Love it. Look at the little baby face. Like he ain't supposed to do nothing. Like he barely got his driver's license. Like his parents got to sit in the passenger seat when he driving to go to the store. Like, Bam, we got to go to the store. You ready? You feel like driving? You know what I'm saying? That's how Bam look in the face. Until he hit you in your face. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Just had to get that off my chest real quick. I had to give Bam a proper salute because he gave dude a proper beating.
A proper beating.
A proper beating. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Bam. I always think of Flintstones Bam Bam when I think of Bam. I've been thinking Bam Rodriguez like Bam 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 Bam.
I like that
because he's like so little, but like he's strong, like dangerously strong. He's so good. He did so good last night. The fight was boring.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, he just the other dude can't do nothing. Like he just in the Matrix. Like Neo, he's stepping around, setting up his shots. Good defense, good offense. He's strong. He can throw all the punches. He be rolling and It's just like if you needed to teach somebody how to box and they don't know anything about boxing, you show them like, bam, that's the kind of footage you pull up. Like this is how you shift weight. This is how you throw to the body. This is how you have an active guard. And like Robert Garcia, he always does good with his fighters. All his fighters been fighting great. Is he a potential trainer of the year this year? Possibly.
Yes.
Yeah, because he got Duarte over there. He got who else? Robert Garcia got.
He need to have Errol Spence.
He got Murataya. Yeah, he do. He got Murataya. He coached some other champion. He had Zepeda.
Did he have Zepeda?
I know he got Duarte.
But he
got some good fighters.
Pressure slick style, because Mikey Garcia could press you, but was slick. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And so to see what Bam was doing like that, man, it's like, dude.
He got incredible. Jesus Ramos. He got some other. Yeah, I know his stable is nice right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got to look that one up. But man, Bam, you're off the chain. He's on my list of like fighters I always like make time to watch because it never lets me down. Every time he fights, he has a good chance of getting a knockout. Last night, I mean, he's just on a different level. He's on that pound for pound type of level. He just needs the opponents, in my opinion. He just needs the dance partner, potentially Inoue or Taraji. What's his name? Takashi. What?
Yeah.
You know who I'm
I know exactly you're talking about.
I don't know why I'm blanking on
Nakatani. That's it. Yeah.
But I knew the sounds were in there. Bam against one of those guys would be dope.
I knew the syllables were in there.
hey, you know, man, with boxing,
right?
Trying to remember and pronounce everybody's name correctly. Good luck. Good luck. They're not even from the same continent, you know. So
all the Ukraine names, Russian names,
accents and tildes, and you know.
Right.
Come on.
Especially when there's a bunch of consonants together. A WKCZ Zwick or something like that. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just think off top. Just think about off top. Karen Chukajan, Artem Haratunian, Sergey Boachuk. I think his name is pronounced Boachuk, Tim Zhu.
Yeah.
Even Sebastian Fundora. Imagine if you're not married. Well, that's like Mexican, right? Israel Madrimov
without seeing it. Spell Wiesma without spelling.
No chance. You know what
I mean? It's like,
yeah. There's some. What's the mole's name? He was just fighting on Pro Box. Aaron Bar. Aaron Bar Sinsabat. You know,
slightest idea of how to pronounce that.
Vasily Lomachenko.
We
talking crazy names. Yeah,
right.
Even Naoya Inoue. It's like, say that to somebody who don't watch boxing and see how they spell it. Oshaki Foster. Yep. You know how to spell Oshaki off top without looking?
Correct. No, sir.
You know?
Incorrect.
You know how to spell Raymond Murataya? Shoot.
None of that.
And this is off top. We're not looking at it. Heavy Bakadir Jolov, the big Uzbek.
Alexander Usyk.
Come on, man.
It's a bunch of consonants.
You
in
can't
that
spell
name,
all
right
these,
back to back.
You can't spell these names. Yeah.
Like, dude, you left some vowels out, Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not from America, you know how to spell Deontay Wilder?
Might be able to try. It might be able to try. But yeah, I feel you, man.
Look, Bam, you the man.
Right. And the other Mexican on the card, the main event, the Mexican Monster. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican Monster. There he is. There he is right there. Salute to you, David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what? David Benavidez would be like 6. He's right there 6 because I like the way he puts his punches together. He's a calm monster until he's a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll start off kind of like, okay,
monster.
let me just go ahead and entertain you with these right in here. Let me entertain you with these. And that fight against him and Yard last night, it was like Yard had, like I say, a Louisville slugger. He was just throwing them, boom, and every now and then it's like, boom. He had the aluminum bat. You know what I'm saying? And right, exactly. And then it was like he'll hit Benavidez with a good few, and Benavidez will just eat it like, oh, okay, I appreciate that little lunch right quick. But what you gonna do about these nunchucks? Yeah. And then he just do. It's like, damn. And then he can throw them at different intensities. He can throw them.
That's the last thing you want to see when you land flush on somebody and they like,
right.
Like come on, yeah,
more of that. Come on,
do more of that. Do more of that. Like,
and then they give you a 10-piece hot, fresh out the oven, real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, goodness gracious life, Benavidez, man. And then it's
he had Yard on the ropes, and Yard was trying to hold that arm.
Right.
And Benavidez had that free hand working, and the ref was like, I can't help you. You gotta help yourself.
And there was another time, Benavidez was up against the ropes, and y'all was pressing him like that, and Benavidez hit him like, you know how like a cat hit you like 1,000 times real quick. Yeah. He did that to Yard. It was like he was up against the ropes like this, like, oh, okay, put on an aggressive face, and then he was out of there. Yeah. I was like, what the hell? How you do that, son? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and he can throw any punch he wants, and it comes from any angle he wants. Good body blows, good head shots. I mean, Benavidez, you are complete.
He's complete,
and he has smarter feet than people give him credit for too.
Yeah, he's really well rounded. He doesn't have like glaring weaknesses. He can do pretty much everything. Like his defense is better than people give him credit for. His footwork, sneaky footwork, foot feints, positioning, setting up shots, and then how he leans in and get them body shots off. He like punch, even if you got your elbow tucked, he punching around the guard, you know, to where you can't even fully prepare for it. And if you do drop your hands, now his hand speed is so quick, and then his punch variation, he throwing here, then he going to the body, then little shoe shine, like just a nuisance. Good jab. And Yard was very game, very skilled. I mean, he had a good game plan. He was just going to Olay the monster, tease him, rock him around the ring, check hooks to try to get out the corner, countering. But he's a monster. He's the Mexican monster for a reason. That reason didn't just come out of nowhere overnight. He is the Mexican El Monstro. And he believes that. And he's very comfortable at 175, clearly, because he's going up to 200 to fight Zurdo Ramirez next on Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
Yeah, clearly, he's comfortable at 175. He's able to take the shots from the top guys, and he's gonna get his offense off. Anthony Yarde, I respect you for taking this fight. You know, trying to do great things. Fighting. He
went for it too. He tried.
Yeah. It was a real attempt. It was one of those like, okay, your stock didn't necessarily drop. It's just like you couldn't get over the hump of beating like the top guys, but you tried. You know,
you tried. Yeah,
you tried.
Exactly. And there was a few times they were just going back and forth, swapping punches.
Yeah,
and dang.
Yarde is in that tier. He just wasn't able to get the wins over, you know, the Kovalev and Beterbiev and Benavidez. But that's not really like a thing to be ashamed of. That's not respectable.
It's definitely, especially when you gave a good fight in all of them. Like he almost beat Kovalev.
Great fight.
Like he almost knocked out Kovalev, and he got tired at the end because he throws so many punches. I mean, and, you know, he got fast twitch muscle fibers. And then
I think he was in a position to win all three of those fights. Because nobody was safe. They're just super elite. I mean, because look at Beterbiev, he elite. Like he lost to Bivol only. That's nothing to be ashamed of. And Mexican Monster undefeated. So I like what Yarde said. I was watching a post-fight interview this morning, I think on like Boxing News or something, and Anthony Yarde said that he was like, I took all these tough fights because I didn't want to be retired and be sitting at home on the couch wondering what would happen if I fought those guys. Like, would I have been able to beat those guys? So, and it's like, I just respect that. I respect that a whole bunch. And it does.
The Tank.
Yeah, Tank. I don't know where Tank's head is at.
I don't either. Bless his heart.
But yeah, I love it. As a boxing fan, I love guys like Benavidez, Abdullah Mason, Shakur.
Devin Haney. Devin Haney.
Yeah, Devin Haney.
Yeah. Let's see what you got.
Xander Zayas. You know what I mean? While everybody playing around, I'm gonna go get the belts. Like, I respect that in the sport of boxing, giving the weight classes and belts some meaning and structure, and just giving the fans great fights too. David Benavidez is elite. I'd love to see him against any of the top guys at 175. I see why Canelo didn't want to fight him too.
Damn right. Because it's like a tall octopus with speed and power. Like he got 8 hands, man. You just get extendo
hands.
Yeah, those Dawson hands. You right about that, man.
Go fire.
Right.
Go flame.
Be back here and be like, and it's like, like, damn. Man, do it again, player.
Dawson.
Like, shit. Okay, where that came from? Pull it out the locker. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love it, man. The Mexican fighters are doing great. The American fighters are doing great. I just need both of those communities to like come together a little bit more and unite and embrace this boxing community. Because right now, both of these communities are doing big things in boxing. So I don't want to see a lot of division. I hate when the comments have a bunch of racist comments and stuff like that. I hate that. It just kind of poo-poos on the whole sport. So keep it good. You know what I'm saying? We all like the same music. We like the same kind of women. Wear the same kind of clothes. So let's embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Look at Bam. Bam was like a perfect combination of everything. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Bam. I'm still just highly impressed with Bam. Bam just
he's impressive.
You know what I'm saying? A lot. So Bam, we got you right here, player. Right
and
here.
Ended in a crazy knockout.
Yeah. And all right, that's another thing about this too. I'm sitting at home chilling, watching the fights, right? Didn't even think we was gonna do a live on the fights last night.
Hold on. Show how you chilling though. Show how you chilling.
I was chilling like this. Had tequila and everything, and just tired. I had been training people all day. I was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, ring. Oh, okay, Jew. Okay, what's happening, Jew? You know what I'm saying? Hello? You got off early. You want to call the fight? Well, Bam fighting right now. Oh, yeah, he doing so good it got a little boring. All right, well, cool. It's about, what, 5th round, 6th round right now? All right, cool. So you want to call the Dev fight? All right, well, I got to get it together because I'm like this right now. Half drunk. Then blew it a little bit in the air, too. You know what I'm saying? Eyes like this. I had a bunch of stuff in the background. Had food delivery bags all in the back and all that. And he was like, man. Yeah, so all I'm going to do is go run in here and I'm going to get everything set up and we can call the fight. I ain't going to tell Juice no about any of this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you got to get yourself together, young fella. So I'm like, okay, it's the 6th round now. So, you know, he just kind of playing with his food. Bam was playing with his food at that point. All right, let me go ahead and get dressed. Next thing you know, bam! Knockout! What? Oh, okay. Now the Devin fight next. Because Turkey, they don't do a whole bunch of extra lingering around in between the fights. It's not a bunch of long interviews in between the fights. So next thing you know, Devin walked to the ring. So it was like, oh, what? So we had to hurry and get this thing together real quick and got on and Devin started doing his thing. So I actually missed, I want to say, the first 2 rounds of the Devin fight, but we got it together and we got on here real quick. And we made it happen. So exactly, the applause, we made it happen real quick and it was a good show last night. You know what I'm saying? I love that applause right there, Jew. That was great. But we pulled it together, we made it happen. and it was great. I forgot where I was going with that, but it was great. We made it happen.
No, we were just talking about you how you got on the live.
Yeah,
Just telling that
popped
story.
up on here real quick. You know what I'm saying? And so now
Yeah.
we're here again for y'all, blessing it again. And oh my, it's already an hour and 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Bumbucklad. All right, so
Great
goodness
card,
gracious.
man.
Yeah, great cards.
Great card.
Cards.
Abdullah Mason
Yeah.
became champion at 135 by beating Sam Noakes.
Yeah.
Jesse Bam Rodriguez knocked out Puma Martinez in the 10th round. Devin Haney.
Wait, give him a quick note on everyone on everyone's fight, real quick. Just a quick little 2-3 second note on the fighters or what they did for you, what they proved to you.
Well, real quick. Let me get through the last two. Devin Haney beat Brian Norman Jr. by decision, silenced the haters, and then David Benavidez knocked out Anthony Yarde in a fun, action-packed light heavyweight fight. Now you're saying what did you ask me?
Like a quick 1, 2, 3 words on what you took from the fighters who won.
Abdullah Mason, he showed that he's somebody that the American public can believe in, to be a lightweight star, and he's gonna give it his all, and he is talented enough to compete on a high level in the sport of boxing. And he's young, he still has room to grow.
I agree totally.
Yeah, Bam, he proved that he is a pound for pound talent. And I love his mentality about going after the belts and tough fights. And he truly has the skill set to go as far as his size will let him. You know, because when you start going up to fight anyway and stuff like that, that gets dangerous. But I have faith in him. He's one of those pound for pound type of guys. And
agree totally.
Yeah, Devin Haney proved to me that he still has his confidence or was able to regain it. And he leveled up from his fight with Ryan Garcia, and he's an elite fighter who could give a lot of people problems. And he belongs in the higher weight classes. And then David Benavidez, he's very fun to watch as usual. What did he prove to me? I already had David Benavidez pretty high, so I can't say this really changed my opinion. Like, he kind of did what I thought he would do, and it looked kind of how I thought it would look. I'm a big fan of his. So what did he prove to me? He proved to me that he's not going to sit around and wait on anybody, because he already had his next fight with Zerto lined up. He's like, hey, I'll go to cruiserweight and fight at 200. He's not going to make the mistake. Well, he was trying to be great, so it's not really a mistake, but he was waiting around for Canelo. Canelo strung him along for no reason. He's like, no, I'm not going to wait around for Benavidez and Bivol. Now you got to get surgery, and y'all are supposed to be rematching, but you don't know. Benavidez, I was going to call him out in the ring if he fought on this card. Now he's not on the card. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and make my own next fight and get my own bag and beat whoever. So that's sort of my takeaways. What about you?
Real quick, Bam, pound for pound list, you on there. You're one of my favorite fighters. You proved that you are everything and more than they say you are. Abdullah Mason, you proved to me that at such a young age you got all kind of grit and determination to stick it out. So I agree with you on that. You proved that we got an American champion that we can really pull for, and he's gonna fight it out. Devin Haney, yeah, you're elite. Okay, you showed there's levels to this, and you also showed that you got a comeback. Now you got a good comeback story. You wasn't scared to fight the big hard champion at 147, and you dropped him, to be honest with you, and then just played with your food for the rest of the fight. The Mexican monster, you proved you are what we say you are. You proved that we were right about thinking you're a monster.
You're a monster.
You're a monster. So you're up there at the top as well, man. So very good card. Like I said, I just wish it was in Las Vegas or somewhere in the States where you could, put on a little clothing, a little outfit, bring your shawty. Sip on a little something. But other than that,
Hey,
man,
at least
excellent.
Zerto versus David Benavidez will be in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we need.
So I feel like I got. Ooh,
Ooh,
okay.
that'd
I
be
feel
fire
like
to
I
hit
got,
for Cinco de Mayo too.
Oh, will be. Yeah, it will be.
Gotta keep that in mind.
It's gonna be in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Yeah. Ooh, I was thinking about going to Miami for that Formula One, but ooh, not to do that. We'll see. Okay.
Just it's on the radar.
Yeah,
It's on the radar.
yeah, that's
You
on
know,
the
there's plenty of
yeah,
time.
that's on the radar now. Shoot.
Yeah.
But okay, so I will say this. I do feel like my ultimate plan with the zone came in handy. I can't even lie. The problem with the ultimate plan was getting signed up for it. Like I had to like go through leaps and bounds to even get the ultimate plan. Try to put
Yeah,
up
it
on my
was
phone.
very confusing.
It was showing like, okay, well, sign up for the ultimate plan here. I pressed it, boom. It just wanted me to pay full price for the pay-per-view fight, just one pay-per-view
Right.
fight. I'm like, wait, this ain't the ultimate plan, and you charged me full price for the pay-per-view fight. What is going on? I had to get off the phone. I had to log out. I had to create a whole nother account, and then come in on DAZN.com on my laptop, and then sign up. And I found the ultimate plan there.
Right.
So
and you're somebody who was already subscribed to DAZN, correct?
Exactly. So I thought I could just go to my
it should
account.
be 2 clicks. You already got my card, like just run it for the ultimate plan.
Right.
Like for me, it presented very confusing because it gave me the option to buy the pay-per-view at the full price as well. And I'm like, no, I want to switch my plan. Then I couldn't find how to do it. I get plans for all sorts of stuff all the time. I know how to navigate a website in the app. Struggled to find it. Then it said, oh, you get this pay-per-view at 20% off. And it's like, so does that mean I get this pay-per-view at a discount, or is that signing me up for it? It was confusing.
Yeah.
It was confusing because I'm like, the ultimate plan, if you do the monthly, it's an annual agreement. So it's like, are you going to have like litigation and like a collections if I break the agreement within 12 months? You know, like
right.
That it just a little intimidating. I know I'm gonna watch boxing for 12 months, so I'm not worried about it. But
right,
just DAZN keep that. Yeah, DAZN keep that in mind. You know, when you're trying to get new people, Americans in the sport, like because I heard in the UK and stuff, it's only like $22 for the ultimate plan. It's cheaper. We're getting taxed more over here for being American. So
exactly.
Yeah. DAZN, just try to think of ways to make it like one or two clicks, and you can sign up for the ultimate plan. I know you got to make your money, but we both had a hard time getting it going.
Exactly. But is it worth it? Yes. Because otherwise I would have paid $130 because I would have had 2 pay-per-view fights at around that $50 price. And I would have been paying my monthly subscription for DAZN at $30 anyway. You see what I mean? So
and look, you watching Pitbull Cruz versus Roach, right? That's $80, $90.
That's $80. Yeah.
And that's December 6th. So
that's that's close.
That makes you appreciate the ultimate plan because next month we got Night of the Samurai. It's like Inouye's fighting. It's a good card. Anyways, fighting Alan Picasso. That's a real good main event.
And not just that, the Misfits are getting a little bit more interesting too.
Yeah, they got that fight before Christmas. Yeah,
interesting. Bare knuckle fighting.
Bare knuckle coming up. There's good fighting coming up.
Yeah, Austin Trout about to be on bare knuckles. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
So
we got some
so
fights
appreciate the plan. Just make it easier and more accessible for people to join, especially if you're already a member of the zone. It should be easy.
Yeah, just like upgrade. Come on, man, let's go. Let's go. I want to watch the fight. Yeah, it probably took me like 15-20 minutes to sign up.
Yeah,
which is
that.
When you already have my info, it shouldn't take that long.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. And I had to recreate a whole nother account.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And you're a boxing hardcore. Imagine the casual who maybe just wants to see 1 or 2 or something. They're like, oh, forget, I'm just gonna stream it illegally.
Right, exactly. So
that's not that doesn't help grow the sport
at all.
But yeah, that's cool. I'm good, man.
I'm good too, man. So I appreciate y'all showing up and giving us some good comments, some good feed and all that. It's all, like when y'all bring comments and likes to the party, it's like you brought alcohol and pizza and chicken wings to the party for us. You know what I mean? So we appreciate that. So we appreciate all the pizza and the chicken wings y'all brought today and the beer and the tequila that y'all brought. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all share this out and all the other clips that we got with some of your other friends and all, so they can come join the party. Tell them to bring, we need more ice, we need cups and some more chasers, because I drink my tequila straight. Everybody else might not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So let's grow this party, make it bigger and bigger. Salute to we had Antonio in here today. We had 3 Bay in here today. We had we had a lot of folks in last night too. So I want to salute y'all as well. So I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all all day long. All right. So I'm your man ABDULLAH Masson. We got Juice God over here. Together we are Fight Party KO. And we are signing out. Big dogs eat on the porch.
Yes, sir.